everyone, Michelle here from Scrappy Soul Sister, and I am with you today with a layout for the limited edition kit from January. Now, this kit is full of simple vintage junk drawer, which will be perfect for this picture because this is from a library. Now, this is a day trip that my family took to Vancouver, BC last summer, and this is the library there at Vancouver, BC. Now, I'll have to dig and see if I have any good exterior. I don't think I do, but the library is, the architecture is based on the Roman Colosseum, so it's a very interesting building. Now, I thought it would be a good opportunity to use a lot of the library references in the kit, right? So I have these library drawers. I have the library card paper, and then, a lot of the elements and the 3x4 cards have library references. So this hopefully will be a fun layout to put together. I haven't decided yet if I might do it against this, particularly if I decide to stay away from mixed media. Now, I'm still a little brain foggy. I am hopefully my last few days of COVID. So I'm not sure about mixed media right now. But if I do decide to do that, I have this white, and then I could always do, a strip of one of these two down this way and just do a really vertical layout, or I could go across. So yeah, one of those two options. I'm going to try to stay away from my diagonal design, which is my go-to. Maybe I'll do a vertical. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm going to dig through my photos a little bit, see if I can come up with maybe a couple little 2x2s to add to it. And let's see how this all works out.
All right, so I really like this brown damask paper and I really wanted to use a little mixed media, and so here we are. So I'm just using white gesso with a sea sponge behind my strip there of library card boxes. And I am also going to add some off to the right there. I'm just going to have just a little piece of interest over there. I'm also adding a little bit of pink. Now, this is a um, uh, drop of color, I think. Is that what they're called? Color Pops, something like that, from scrapbook.com. And that's just from my stash. And so now this, if you decide to use something like this, it adds quite a bit of shine. I was not prepared for that, but it's okay. It looks really cool. Um, Add a bit of stamping. This is a stamp I have in my stash, and I just use a black ink, permanent ink for that. And I'm going to do just a little bit of stencil work. Now I'm going to use a brick stencil that I have in my stash. There it is. And trying to decide if I want to use like the brick, or the um what do you call it, in between bricks? You know what I'm talking about. And so I end up using just a little bit of both, and I am just using a white texture paste. Now I happen to have a little bit of pink on my work surface there, and so it does turn my texture paste a little pinkish, but that's okay. That works for this layout. And so you can see it is going on there nicely. And it's, when you're doing something that has just a strip, it makes it really easy to keep your mixed media a little bit on the contained side. And so I'm happy with the amount that shows versus the amount that gets tucked behind embellishments and such. And so here's what I have so far. And I really like how that is looking. So I'm going to go ahead and use I believe, ground espresso to ink that. And I am going to take a look at, I'm going to get this up on foam and then take a look at pictures. So I have my main picture here that I have a few layers prepped for. One is using a piece of ephemera that has that date due. The other has some florals and such on it. And then I have a brick dye in my stash. And so I cut a few pieces out with one of the pink papers that is in the kit. It's the one that is not from Simple Stories. I can't remember what the vendor was, but so I have that over to the right. I have it behind my picture. And then I add it to the right of the embellishment cluster I have there at the bottom. You'll see that come into play shortly. I cut down my two other pictures of the architecture of the library so that they would fit well instead of a pull-out drawer. So it looks like, there's some pull-out drawers and there's some pictures and it all is the same size. So I'm building that cluster down below. I have one of the ephemera cards, and then I have stacked on top of it that together book plate label. I've added my brick, and I am now just adding some embellishments as I go. And there's lots of times when I kind of plan everything in advance, but this layout I pretty much just place as I go and it all kind of works out. So I have that floral cluster, that compass that um, has west and what does it has it does not have northwest south. It has an O for something. I don't know. It's not accurate, but that's okay. I am using brown flour, that mint flour. I'm going to go ahead and adhere those. And I have um, let's see, I'm going to use that butterfly once I find a home for it. And the brown really allows me to use, a lot of different colors. I use pink and mint and brown, of course. I have some ivory. I have some blue, and it all ties together really well, I think. I am going to use that. It kind of looks like a phone dial um, down at the bottom. And then I have my happy little moments that I am going to use on top of it. I am going to go ahead and add a pink butterfly there by my face. And then um, let's see. I'm going to add a blue butterfly down below. That's going to move as I figure out where flowers and such are going. But for now, it is there. Going to add this little flower bit that I cut out of, I think, one of the 3x4 cards, and I trimmed that down. And I am going to add a few little hearts. I add a few little round medallion elements. And for some reason, that butterfly is just bothering me where it lives. I haven't figured out where it's going to go instead. I think it just feels like, I don't know. Maybe if it was a little bit lower, excuse me, but then it would interfere with my happy little moments. I think at first that was happy little details, but I used moments instead from the sticker sheet. And I'm going to add timeless, and I've added stay curious above, and then I'm going to move that butterfly over to the right and use another round element, I believe a button. I'm going to replace the butterfly over on that side. It feels just a little flat there. I could have used another dimensional flower as well, but I don't know. I kind of struggle with that little cluster a bit, but that's okay. that will work right there. And so one of the final things I'm going to do, I add some uh, white beads from the kit to my butterfly spines. And I am going to paint my flowers just with some white gesso in the centers, and then a little bit on their petals. So, and that's going to be my layout. So, thanks for joining me for this process video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit subscribe or give me a thumbs up or leave a comment. I always am thankful for any support that I receive, and for your time in watching the video. I know there's a lot of content out there. So be sure to check out my creative scrapbook and all the different kits they offer. And yeah, thanks again for joining me. I hope you have a great day. And here are some close ups. I will see you on my next video.